Goditz, the Potara fusion of Goku and Raditz, versus Majin Piccolo. Piccolo, who was taken by the powers of Babidi in the Saiyan Saga. Who would win in this what if versus matchup? Let me know in the comment section below. Today's video, we're going to be going over the what if lore, their strengths, their weaknesses, a battle scenario, and then we'll find out who is the most likely winner in this fight. What if the Saiyan Saga had gone down a very different road? What if instead of fighting to the death, Goku and Raditz fused into one unstoppable Saiyan warrior? And what if Piccolo fell under Babidi's influence, becoming Majin Piccolo, a ruthless power-amped Namekian? Today's video, we're going to find out what this actually looks like and what these two characters are made out of. So to make this fight possible, let's go ahead and bend the timeline slightly, but stay within the realm of Dragon Ball logic. Let's go. For Goditz, in this alternate timeline, Raditz is defeated, but instead of dying, he's captured. Kami senses potential for redemption and convinces Goku to train with him. Eventually, the two brothers are forced to fight Nappa and Vegeta early, and realizing they're not strong enough, they use the Potara earrings provided by a hidden Kai who's been observing the chaos on Earth and wants to help. This gives birth to Goditz, a fusion of Goku and Raditz, a Saiyan with the power to challenge Vegeta before even touching Super Saiyan. Meanwhile, Babidi's ship is unearthed early, and sensing great darkness in Piccolo's heart from his days as the Demon King, Babidi manipulates him. The Majin Seal grants Piccolo a massive boost, restoring some of his demonic instinct and supercharging his power with dark magic. Enter Majin Piccolo, a version of the Namekian more dangerous than ever before. Let's go over their strengths and weaknesses, and remember, we are in the realm of what if, so for these, I'm leaning to observation and assumption, trying to figure out exactly who would get what. Now, right off the bat, Goditz has the power of the fusion, the Potara fusion. The Potara power boost combining Goku and Raditz, it gives Goditz mid to late Namek Saga level power in the Saiyan arc, which is easily above Nappa and Vegeta. The reason I'm comfortable saying this is because I believe, number one, if Raditz survives, Goku does not go to King Kai's planet, obviously. So he has to train with Raditz. That training will amplify both of them, but there's still no match. Once they fuse together, as we've seen before, how fusion works, it's been told to us by Vados in Dragon Ball Super, you combine both of their powers and multiply it by 10. Even if Goku gets a mild power jump by the time that, say, Vegeta and Nappa arrive on Earth, Raditz is extremely powerful and he's not that far off from Nappa. It is safe to say that Nappa, his power would be probably a little bit below what Raditz would be at this point in time. So fusing them together and multiplying it puts them well ahead of Vegeta, in my opinion. So on top of this huge power boost, we have the intelligence of Goku and Raditz, where Goku has a master of martial arts. As we saw in the fight between Goku Piccolo versus Raditz, Raditz can basically predict other people's strategies. He's seen things before. He's a battle combat hardened veteran. So he knows how to fight, and he knows how Saiyans fight, and he has a close relationship with both Vegeta and Nappa, knowing them from childhood. So Raditz is going to know things about them that Goku had no idea. And on top of that, the one weakness that potentially Raditz could have had, which is the tail, is gone. Either through training themselves so that the tail does not give them weakness, or Raditz takes off the tail. It's either of those two, because Raditz would know that this is a huge weakness and something that lost him the battle against his brother. And these two would be absolutely emotionally balanced, where Goku is more calm, level-headed, and goofy. Raditz has a lot of cunning and aggression when he gets upset. This would balance itself out, creating a focused warrior, one that is tentative to the task at hand. I would say the biggest weakness in this fusion is the time limit. The Potara earrings, they're only good for an hour. And I would believe that it would be the entire hour with this because of the fact that, yeah, this is not a being that is extremely powerful. I mean, he's only as strong as Namek level threats. So the fusion time limit would be a weakness, but at the end of the day, I think that whatever fight would happen would be settled within the hour. So the real question here is, how strong does the Majin mark actually make someone? Because that's something that we really don't have a full measure on. The only benchmark we have is really Majin Vegeta, because we don't know how strong the Demon King was before he was given the symbol. But even with Dabura, we actually see the improvement coming from Dragon Ball Daima. So with Dabura, Dragon Ball Daima, he wasn't that strong. We've known almost all the characters in the Demon Realm from Dragon Ball Daima. They're not really up to that Buu Saga level besides the Majin Buus. That's basically it. But when we see Demon King Dabura in the Buu Saga, he's going toe-to-toe against a Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. So that Majin mark unleashed enough strength to make him go to that level. Same thing with Vegeta. Before Majinization, Vegeta was weaker than Goku. And Goku had Super Saiyan 2, and as far as we know, Vegeta did not have it. But after receiving the Majin boost, he fought evenly against Super Saiyan 2 Goku, sometimes even gaining a slight edge, and afterward is able to easily go into Super Saiyan 2, which we did not know if he had it before. This is supported by Toriyama's writing style, enough to change the tide of battle, but not enough to make someone untouchable. The only reference we have is Babidi when he mentions that the symbol, it doesn't give anyone power. It unlocks and amplifies what's already there. And that is why it unlocks so much out of Demon King Dabura, because he was that strong and that evil. That's what unlocks so much from Super Saiyan to Super Saiyan 2 level with Vegeta, because he still had so much evil in his heart. In the early Saiyan Saga, Piccolo is not the Piccolo we know now. He hates Goku, he hates the Sea Fighters, and he only helps Goku because he realizes Raditz is a much bigger threat. But he is still so strong that he has abilities like Special Beam Cannon that could kill someone that is Raditz's level. So Piccolo is extremely powerful at this moment and does have a huge connection to his dark past as Demon King Piccolo. So he'd have a lot of demon and evil intent in his heart to draw out to boost his strength. There is no Nail, there's no Kami, there's nothing like that holding him back. He is still, in every sense of the word, very close to pure evil. And that runs into his strengths. He would have demon instincts from his old Demon King persona. It would absolutely awaken if he was given the Majin mark. This would grant him dark enhanced magic, which is a huge multiplier and would give him new abilities that we haven't seen or ones that we saw from Demon King Piccolo, but more enhanced. On top of the Namekian regeneration, the telepathy, all those things, he is extremely powerful. But his weakness is the fact that this multiplier that he has at most would only about double, maybe even triple his strength. On top of that, he would be in full rage, similar to Majin Vegeta, which would cloud his judgment. And if he was in this Majin state, Kami could easily, more than likely, remove this mark on his own. So with that, the stage is set. Let's go ahead and jump into the battle. As the fight begins, Goditz wastes no time and he rockets forward, launching a barrage of punches and kicks. Majin Piccolo counters with deadly energy blast and extends his arm to clothesline Goditz mid-air, and it's a back and forth up to this point. Majin Piccolo uses dark cloning magic to create several shadow duplicates, confusing Goditz. For a moment, Piccolo gains the upper hand, slamming Goditz into the ground and following up with a Hell Zone grenade, now powered by his Dark Ki. But just when it seems Majin Piccolo has control, Goditz taps into the Saiyan Rage and causes a huge aura spike that actually blows Piccolo away. And while Piccolo is staggered from the ki, he launches a devastating gut punch, knocking Piccolo off balance and into the nearby mountainside. Majin Piccolo regenerates, is enraged, and at this point decides to shoot a demon cannon, a twisted version of the special beam cannon, at Goditz, trying to end the fight and shoot everything all at once. But Goditz is able to anticipate this attack. It is a very easy attack for him to dodge, mainly due to the fact that Piccolo is enraged and Goditz knows how Piccolo fights. He's seen him fight before. So as Piccolo is wasting time shooting a beam that is not connecting, Goditz comes around to the back of Piccolo and knocks him out. In the end, Goditz wins. It's the balance of Goku and Raditz that is in perfect unison in this fusion. But on top of all that, it's the fusion itself. It is way too powerful for someone like a Majin-powered Piccolo, early Piccolo, to really fight against. As I said it earlier, the Majin sign probably doubles or triples the strength because it draws everything out. Piccolo has a lot of inner strength, but the highest that we've ever seen Piccolo really go is about Super Saiyan level, maybe close to Super Saiyan 2 on his own. That is not taking into account Orange Piccolo whatsoever because that came from Shenron. So he won't be able to go that much further, at least not just with the Majin mark alone. Majin Piccolo, in my opinion, may be able to even go hand to hand with Nappa, maybe even defeating Nappa, but I don't see him even being able to defeat Scouter Vegeta, while Goditz, I fully believe, would be able to push at least first form Frieza to go into a second or even maybe even third form. But after that, absolutely not. But what do you guys think? Could Majin Piccolo have pulled a win at all? Or was I right in claiming that Goditz is the winner? Let me know in the comments. As always, who is next? You decide. Let me know in the comments who you'd like to see fight next.